And welcome to another ladies' room. Hope you guys. Why is it telling me? Um, am I live or am I live? Yo, I swear Mark is getting on all the nerves in my body. Why is it telling me to? Are we live or are we not live? Because I'm seeing it's telling me to go live and it's saying you're not live. So which one? Okay, let me try this again. Okay, I'm live now. All right. Good morning, everyone. Those of you listening online, on radio, we've not joined the Facebook crew as yet. I'm still waiting for that notification to pop up. All right, there it is. Why is it saying 11 minutes ago and it's showing? I don't know, man. Mark is getting on my nerves. Brian, good morning. You're early. I guess you're really retired, right? Anyways, good morning, Brian. How are you? Good morning, Christelle. Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I hate when the good morning, Queen Bee. I hate when we're at daylight savings time. It throws me off so much. One, especially when you got your phones don't your phones are on. Where am I live? Am I live on power? No, I'm not. Hold on, guys. That's why I'm wondering where is the. That's why I was wondering where is the It's showing like I am live, and it's supposed to show power is live. Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, I'm on power, showing power 95. Um, I'm so confused this morning, guys. I'm live on power. All right, okay, good. I was just wondering because I'm seeing it like it's on my page, and I'm not seeing it on. Yes, I'm on power. Good morning, Chemo. Haven't seen you in a minute. You're popping in and out these days. Don't know what's going on with you. Good morning, Della. Hold on. Let me just check again. Oh, okay. I really need my It says I shared it on my page. So why am I seeing it like I am the one live? I need another vacation. My brain is not functioning as it ought to. Good morning, Andrea. Says notification just came on. This I hate. Good morning, Dale. Good morning, Dale Neptune. Good morning, Shireen. I hate when daylight saving time goes into effect. It throws everything off. Even myself, I'm feeling off balance because it's officially started yesterday, right? So my phone did not adjust. So I got up thinking because there was so much going on yesterday in terms of online and a lot of live programs that I wanted to be a part of, well, to view. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get up early, so I'm gonna get up early, cook, what have you, shower, and just go back to bed and take in all the online happenings. Particularly wanted to see Kellen's the Bob report yesterday and a couple others. And my time, I woke up thinking it was 8 o'clock when actually no, I woke up thinking it was 10 o'clock when actually my time showed 9 when it was actually 10 already. So a complete hour knocked off, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna rush to go into no kitchen now because I want to be interactive. I want to see the show. I don't want to listen while I'm doing whatever and be distracted. I want to be involved. So I completely the time yesterday completely messed me up. When I checked, I got a notification for the I'm like the Bob report at 10. Why is it Bob report at 10? What changed? What's going on with Kellon? And then I realized it was not 10, but it was actually 11. So Hello, Shireen. I've got a new phone. All right. So I don't know what I did wrong, but it didn't adjust automatically for me. So I had to, well, look who the dog or the cat dragged in. Dwight, good morning. Oh, wow. I realize you completely stepped out of the room and you're elsewhere. Well, that's okay. See, sometimes you got to come back. No matter how far you go, you must come back, right? So good morning, Dwight Grinsking Butter Jr. It's good to see you on this side. Yeah, I realize you're all over. Good morning, Delroy. So, like I said, on Mondays, we catch up on what's happening around us, what probably transpired on the weekend, what we missed, because of course, our ladies' room ends on Thursday. So between Thursday to Sunday, lots happen, and on Mondays we sort of do a catching up sort of situation. Yeah, the time change is annoying because all my favorite shows now I'm an hour ahead when I'm supposed to be asleep. I'm up catching up on shows, and I really don't like it. I swear, I really don't. So when it's 8 o'clock, my shows that are usually at 8, now it's 9, and I usually go to bed by 9 o'clock. My cutoff period for bed is 9. 9, 10, 10 is a push, but 9, and now I'm gonna have to lose sleep. No, I don't play when it comes to my sleep. Sleep is very important, especially as you get older. Sleep is very important. Got to get your rest, because one of my tips this morning was talking about some of the things that contribute to folks getting looking older faster. Lack of sleep is one of them. Not getting enough rest, not eating properly, too much alcohol, etc., can really do a number on your body. And before you know it, people tell you looking older than your age, and someone say, "Well, what you doing? You looking, whatever." Different things can contribute to that. Can age you faster or can slow down the process based on what you do. All right, and sleep, adequate rest. Yeah, some people underestimate the importance of getting enough rest, especially with all what's going on now. And not just going and lay down and still have all your gadgets on. Um, my phone now, it gives you the ability to wind down. So you set it to a time that you're going to bed. So about 30 minutes before, you get a notification it's time to wind down. And what it does, it shuts off everything. So for you to get a notification, you have to literally pick up your phone and go search, because it does not give you any notification. It completely turns off all your social media apps, IG, Facebook, WhatsApp, anything, completely turns it off. And when the time that you set it for pops up, it tells you time for bed. So it's like somebody sitting beside you telling you time for bed. So I have that literally tells me time for bed. And about 30 minutes before, it says time to wind down. So anything I need to do quickly around before I go to bed, that's what happens. But anywho's, that's about it. There's a lot happening. Like I said, a lot happening. I swear that we are in campaign season already, although we're still, elections are constitutionally due in June, I think, of 2023 or thereabouts. But I'm enjoying it because it sort of gets the juices flowing. You're excited. You want to know what's happening, who's gonna be doing what and where, and the bantering. And I mean, I love the bantering, but when it gets disrespectful, I have a problem. And speaking of bantering, yesterday, if you guys missed it, good morning, Kellon. Well done, well done, well done. You know what I don't understand of us, and it's like, I really wish before the next election cycle really gets here, we can get to a place where we're able to understand and grasp things without getting so drawn into the colors and this is my party and that party, and understand that when somebody has a job to do, if they say something that does not align, or you do not like, does not mean that the person is a part of what you don't like. For so long, we're asking for people to ask the questions, ask the difficult questions, ask probing questions, ask questions that, gets one thinking, that gives you responses that make sense. And when somebody actually does it, then people start attacking the person. Oh, why are you asking the person these hard questions? Oh, why you and ask? I mean, do we even know what we want? I mean, I can understand if the person you're asking the question seems incapable of responding. But when they've shown that they're fully capable of handling themselves and they don't really need somebody to speak on their behalf, that they can answer any question thrown at them, sit back, relax, and say, wow, you know, to me, that was a difficult question, but that person handled it very well. But instead, you're attacking the moderator or the person or whatever because, oh, that person must be on the other side because they're asking this person. This is not how it works. And I mean, I guess we've probably gotten so comfortable with what we've had in terms of, the questions and what we ask of our people or people in position or politicians. We've gotten accustomed to the little wish-wash questions and, the little sort of skimming the surface questions and not deep probing ones that when you ask somebody else, it seems as though you're attacking the person. No, it's not. These are questions that need to be asked. We complain for too long that, we tired with the mediocrity, we tired with the same old, we tired with ray. And then when you get something else, you want to go back there to skimming the surface and, the little nonsensical questions just to sound good. No, we are in a different time. And what people once accepted, they're no longer willing to do that. People are excited about different things or trying different things. And I mean, you can't ask for change for one thing and want it to remain the same on the other hand. It's either we changing across the board or no change at all. It can be this 1 foot in and 1 foot out kind of change, or change that only suits you or what you like to hear or what benefits you. If you're giving somebody a chance and you claim that the person, you know what, they're what you think we need and they're in a better position and they can handle it. When you're saying to the moderator that they're asking you, you're sort of discrediting the person because they know you could see that they could handle themselves. So why get worked up about what a question is? Because these are things you want to know. These are things you want to know. And if we want to change the game, looking for this whole paradigm shift or whatever, you can't expect the old. You can't go to somebody new with the old. If somebody's up there, you go up there and meet them. You can't want to have this person there and you want to be bouncing low below here. That makes no sense. And as Brian says, tough questions better serve the people and the candidates. I mean, maybe it sounds tough to you based on your level of understanding, but that's no excuse. So there's no need to attack people because I'm not sure if people understand this whole politics game. From where I sit, to me, the more you get on your side is the better, right? And it's like people are content to alienate and to say, okay, well, you green, stay over there, you yellow, stay over there. When you actually need more to get you up there. So if somebody's asking a question, not every question comes from a bad place or a mean place. Sometimes you genuinely want to know the answer. Because that answer, that question, the answer to that question could make all the difference in deciding where you go. Either you go right or you go left. So it's like people don't understand the whole point is to get more people coming to your side. And my mother always said, you don't ever catch flies with vinegar. You do it with honey or molasses or sugar. So when you're telling people off, how does it serve the purpose of getting to the point where you want somebody to win something? Isn't it better to get more people to that side? I'm just saying. Because, I mean, there are people, no matter what you tell them, they ain't going to move nowhere. But there are people who have grown past what color, what this, and they're more thinking on, boy, where are we really going on this rock? Like in the next 10, 5, 10, 15, 20 years, what sort of development do I really, really want for this rock? Will it be achievable with party A or will it be achievable with party B? So there are people who don't necessarily vote based on color, but they vote on country, on principle, on plans. So what about those people? Like I said, there are some people, they are die hard, whatever, they're not moving anywhere. But not everybody is cut off that cloth. Some people want to know how will their children, their grandchildren, will their future be secured. So the alienating and, the disrespect and whatever is not necessary, especially when you have somebody who is not of that ilk that's leading you, who is not a disrespectful person. I've never heard, somebody claiming that individual to be disrespectful. So then sometimes you got to follow, that song. Following the leader is not good all the time, but it could be sometimes, that follow the leader. So that person is, portraying a particular mannerisms or a particular way of life. What's wrong with that? But my point remains, there's no need to feel that everything is an attack, or because somebody's saying something you like, they're against that person. Or questions are meant to be asked. And like I said, I know we've gotten accustomed to a particular style of questioning and, comfortable with it and not digging deep enough. But you have to give credit where credit is due. This is somebody who've excelled. And not that Dr. Bob needs any defending from me. He's fully capable of doing that himself. But somebody who, when I had him on my program, and if you heard his story from where he came, from whence he came, somebody said that to me on the weekend. I'm like, I have to use this word. From whence he came to where he is now, it was not an easy, walk over. It wasn't handed to him. He worked his tail off to get where he's at. And you can't help but admire this person. They weren't given any political handout or favors or what have you. And, the gentleman worked really hard, really, really hard. As a matter of fact, both gentlemen work hard to get where they are, you know. So to me, that alone is worthy of commendation. So there's no need to attack somebody or to try to, label people. Quit the labels. Because imagine, somebody was asking me a question yesterday. I was on the live. I mean, it was a live for everybody, you know. Most times I would just look at these lives and not say anything because I know how people can be. You ask a simple question, an innocent question, next thing you know, it's like people start attacking you, telling you about what you did last year, last month, who you did with, who you were there with, and all sorts of personal attacks by asking a question. Not even a personal question, asking a question. So usually I just, look on and, mind my business. But, when something is like the conversation was flowing so good and, the dialogue was like, you couldn't help but you get itchy fingers. You had to jump in and start being part of it. And I guess that person probably saw me interacting, commenting on the questions and the responses, blah, 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 and felt it necessary to ask me, oh, so you're voting for, so like, what? We voting already? Elections is tomorrow? And even if I am, like, so let me just chill. People have rights to ask questions. Quit with the labeling. Like attaching labels to everything and everybody for no reason. It's like you just can't be. You just can't be involved in something for being, or just say something, or just without people, because a lot of people are doing that now. Everybody are peeping and looking to see what you're posting, what you're saying, to start pushing you in a particular direction or corner or what have you. At the end of the day, we live in a democratic system. We all have a right to support or vote or whoever you wish. You can do it privately, you can do it publicly. Yeah. I never been any card bearer for any political party, never been on any platform spoken for anybody. And if I do decide to at any time, any day, that's my right. Right? Right. It's like the rights are designed for certain people and is not designed for other people. Like some people want all the rights for themselves, but we are all entitled to it. So a man is entitled to change his mind. A man is entitled to go where he feels, it's worth it, and you're entitled to stay where you feel it is. It does not. It's that's what it is. Yeah, I got my. Anyway, I'll be supporting whoever brings my jersey first, according to Sobeys. Whoever bring my jersey. small. If you have stretch, small. If you're not stretch, a medium. So whoever brings one first, that's what I'll be wearing. All right, and that's where I'll be. Hope that answers the questions of where I'm at. Okay, whoever bring my jersey first, a small if it has stretch. Like this one had a lot of stretch, so this one is a small. If there's no stretch, a medium will do. Preferably round neck. I don't like polo. Those are the collar and the two little button here. I don't like those. So preferably one like this, round neck or V neck. Whoever drop it first, that's what I'll be wearing. That's who I'll be supporting. All right. So talk to me nice. A small. A small with stretch. A medium with no stretch. Alrighty? No collars, please. V neck or round neck. Anywho's. Yeah, the whole tribalism thing, it's too much. And I think we're tired of that. We want to go a different direction. It's like we've been there, done that. Let's up the ante. Let's up the conversation. Let's up the discourse. Let's have meaningful, fruitful conversations that you can learn from, you know, meaningful conversations. I think that's what we've been, asking for. Let's up the game, you know. So for 6 I need a new stove. Frisky, I need no stove. I have stove. I want piece of land, so they could drop the deed with the drowsy too. Yeah. So not just I want no stove and roof. A deed. Bring piece of deed. Bring the deed to piece of property somewhere with the drowsy. All right. They gotta put it full up inside the drowsy. Imagine I open the jersey and I see a piece of paper fall out. And open it, you see a land deal fall out of a piece of a jersey. I tell you about money and 100. I want to know, what is it? People just get con beef for $100. I've never received any con beef. I've never seen nobody pass. Special people just get them thing on them. I eat con beef too. I've never heard of I've never seen, I've never heard, never received. But I've heard of people saying they get money in what all this are real common. You get a whole $100, $100 buying your vote, 101 glasses man, one Owen Otter, one bill. Nah, y'all ain't serious. You're talking about sending you back with your jersey and your $100. You gotta do better than that. Come on. We gotta do better than that. So walk with this, put a deed, fall up in a t-shirt and bring it come. Let me open it and see it fall on the ground. And here. I'm telling Denise, I'm taking 3 months off on a campaigning. I ain't even seen me. Ladies, you ain't even seen me on the road. But like people say I walk in travel since 5 o'clock a day on the road campaigning. So walk with me. 5 o'clock. What time is curfew? By then we probably will take off the curfew. So what is it now? 12 midnight to 4 a.m. Curfew is from 12 to 4. All right. So from 4 a.m. to 11:59, or let's say 11:30, time to go home. Let's say to 11. So from 4 a.m. to 11, I'm campaigning. For ain't seen me for 3 months. Now let me say I'll give all you 6 months. 6. A piece of land, yeah. 6. Jackie, I have no idea. But anyways, talking about curfew, on a serious note though, the government, Dr. Rowley was asked the question regarding the state of emergency and extending the wrong sugar. We'll leave it for the time. We'll leave work and come and do it. Let me hear you telling me there. We'll leave work and come and do it. Let me see you sending it for me. This idiot. We have title deed. Wilfred. Just somebody sent me and tell me I could leave the walk now. And if y'all could see, look, can you see it? I don't want that. I didn't see my name on that. I didn't see no. Hold on. Derek can see that. Send that by my lawyer. My lawyer ain't get send it by my lawyer for approval. If it legit, then we talk. Send me a title deed with no name on it. Nah, papa. You ain't taking no cat in bag. But yeah, in terms of in terms of the state of emergency, though, yeah, the prime minister that is of Trinidad, Dr. Keith Rowley, says the state of emergency, it's supposed to end November, the end of this month, and he says he's not gonna extend it. He's not gonna extend it because, as a matter of fact, I'm not even sure they're gonna support the extension, even if he tried, based on the opposition and everybody else. But Oba, so y'all are getting Fred the end of this month. State of emergency end. State of emergency end. So you'll be but meanwhile we've extended till May. And if you're paying attention to what's going on around us, as a matter of fact, from today, November 8th, travelers to the United States, non-nationals, what have you, you must be fully vaccinated. So the artists and whoever else said they were not going to get the vaccine, wonder what y'all will be doing now if you get gigs in the US. Because as of today, you must be fully vaccinated. Unless you're a citizen or whatever. As long as you're a visitor, non-immigrant, you have to be vaccinated to enter the people's shows. So I wonder what y'all will be doing. To all the artists and other folks who say that they were not going to take it. Now that Mr. America's made it mandatory to enter their country, you must be. Wonder what some of you will be doing. But it just brings me back to the question, what are we doing in terms of Barbados, Trinidad, the rest of the world? They've decided, you know what? We can't wait. We just can't sit here and wait and hope that people get vaccinated. Meantime, our economies are in trouble, or people are having a difficult time. We can't sit here and wait. So what are we doing? At some point, we have to live with the COVID situation. We have to live with COVID because it's not going anywhere. So how much longer are we going to be under lockdown for? These measures are going to be there. These restrictions are going to be there for how much longer? I've lost count of the amount of people that come to my inbox on a daily basis seeking help, especially women with children, especially self-employed women. And on top of that, not just the economical side of it, on the weekend, there were people that was outside, like outside. I don't think we're seriously taking into consideration people's mental health, people's mental well-being. Yes, we have to keep it at bay. Yes, we have to protect ourselves. Yes, we have to do all that. We understand that. But it's like when people get the chance to be outside, they forget all about that because the amount of people that were outside in each other's faces, no mask, no nothing, but just happy for the opportunity to be outside and not have to run home before 7 or run home before 9. There was a lot of people outside. So that to me says that, people are ready to be back outside regardless of COVID or no COVID. Because a couple months ago, we had this outbreak. Everybody was going crazy, fearful. The numbers were rising daily, deaths, like people were dropping like flies, and everybody was in a tizzy. But now the numbers are decreasing. What was yesterday we had, hold on. Yesterday we had 0 confirmed new cases. We currently have only 87 active cases, no new recoveries, no new deaths. And curfew is 12 midnight to 4 a.m. So folks are outside. And based on what I saw, it just shows that people are ready to be outside regardless of COVID or no COVID. They want to be outside. They want to be stressed. They want to be outside relaxing themselves and chilling. So we We have to get to a place where, you know what, remove all these restrictions. The folks who don't want to protect themselves, it's going to be you have to take responsibility for your own self and your family. But like I said, people are ready to be outside, COVID or no COVID, based on what I saw on the weekend. So, what are we doing? That's the question. What are we doing? Someone says just saw another case of two deaths over land dispute. I'm not sure where that is. So most of them in coming back to Grenada, they staying in America. Yeah, we still have to be very careful. Rossi, not disputing or discounting that because, like I said, COVID isn't going anywhere, so we still have to be careful. But the point I'm trying to make is, while they still have to be careful, it does just goes to show that people want to be outside. People want to go back to life. People want some form of normalcy, some form of before COVID-19. We are creatures of habits. You know, people, we are socializing people. People like hanging by the street or by the road, hanging by a bar. People like those things. And for almost 2 years, you've had to adjust. But, you know, when you're growing up on an island, it's not like the big America and other places where you have numerous options of things to do to entertain yourself. Here, it's limited. And basically, all you know is going by a bar and chill or hanging out with your boys. So there must be balance. There must be some sort of balance. Livelihood, like we said, but at this point, it seems as though lives is the most important, and livelihood is like will get to you at some point. While we have people that really need both, and some need the livelihood. Some are choosing the livelihood, taking the chance with the livelihood. So we have to have some balance somewhere, and people have to get to that place where we understand that hey, we can't be under curfew forever. We can't be on lockdown forever. We can't have all these restrictions forever. At some point, I'm going to have to accept and take responsibility for myself, my family, and what have you, and understand that the world has to open. Grenada has to get back to opening up, having events. People have choices to do things. If people don't want to be vaccinated, that's on them. We already realized, not only in Grenada, but around the entire world, that some people are not going to be forced. No matter what you say, they're not going to do it. And that's okay as well. But we have to get to a place. We have to get to a place. All right? That's what I'm saying. Firstly, so that's what I'm saying. I just came from Belize, and all you need is a PCR, and you're good to go. Grenada is still on this quarantine thingy. Also in Trinidad, was it Trinidad or Barbados? I heard the news that once you come into your negative PCR test, you don't have to do another PCR when you enter, and you don't have to quarantine. You just have to enter with a negative PCR and no quarantine. And no you don't have to do another one once you're vaccinated or whatever the case might be. But folks, still I think it's St. Vincent. I can't remember where I heard it. Anyway, I'm subject to correction. I'll check on it and I'll let you know. But at the end of the day, you still can't let our guards down. We've been doing really well. Like I said, we're from 100, the numbers rising like crazy every day, to now have it in the 80. What's the amount I just said? Hold on. 87 active cases from hundreds a couple weeks ago, and new confirmed cases daily to zero confirmed cases is a good place to be. And of course, the number continues to decrease. We still have to continue to, be safe still. All right. Those of you on the buses got a couple complaints of people on now on buses with no mask, and it's like we're good to go. We're not good to go yet, and we may not be good to go for a while. So we still have to continue to observe the protocols and be safe. Alrighty, but at the same time, we can't be locked down forever. All right. Oh, but that's in Trinidad too. Once entering with PCR. Delroy says we want the form of normalcy, rightly so, but we need to understand that we are the reason why there is currently little freedom, since we decide to be complacent whenever we're given an opportunity to free up. If we're responsible enough, we'll go back to a better place sooner. Delroy, when you're dealing with humans, one can only wish and hope, but that's not a guarantee. Because you know how some people give. And like I said, we're going to have to learn to live with it. We can't be every time there's an outbreak, people going running around like chicken without head, getting scared, and then when the numbers decrease, we're back to being. We have to just get to the point where we understand COVID isn't going anywhere, and we have to learn to live with it. And living with it means still observing your protocol, still wearing your mask, still being safe. And if you choose to go the vaccination route, good. You choose not to, still be careful across the board. Everyone has to be careful. Everyone still has to observe the protocols and make sure that they're safe. Yeah. They're gonna curse the government. Well, you can't win. By now, we should understand you can't win with Grenadians. You do, you don't do, you're gonna get cursed either way. So they open, they close. There's gonna be people against and for it. So we need to. Lossie says the busman still not sanitizing. So what we need to do is walk with our sanitizer. Listen, every bag that I have, there's a sanitizer in it. I have about 3 in my vehicle. I have about 2 in my bag. Um, it's like sanitizer is like putting on clothes. You walk with it. You putting on your cologne. You have to walk with your sanitizer. So don't depend on anybody to have it for you. Make sure you have yours yourself. All right, guys. Anyways, I think we caught up sufficiently today, so we'll be back tomorrow. I'm expecting Miss Shauna Coffee tomorrow. We couple was it last week? I had the conversation regarding the mother or mothers who are seeking help or parents who would sometimes need a break, blah blah blah. Well, she'll be here tomorrow to dissect that, and of course, from a trained professional perspective, speak to mothers and of course families too, who are the go-to after you know to help in these situations. Mother just need a breather for a couple minutes. How we can how can we be more supportive, and how we can support the mothers themselves to cope in these particularly trying times. So she's going to be here. So the people that like to yap unnecessarily on the buses, yeah, they ain't hearing. They're not hearing. So she's going to be here tomorrow. Alrighty. Anywho's, guys, thanks so much. Thanks a million for listening to me rant and rave and misbehave and all of that. Thank you so much to Eskimo Variety Store, Beacon Insurance, and the Western Union for checking in with us this morning. All things remain equal. We will be back tomorrow. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for another show. So until then, thank you for accommodating me. Appreciate you guys a whole lot. And continue to keep safe. All right. Thanks so much, Blasi. Have a good one. Thanks so much, Michelle, Andrea, and Tamara. Thank you so much for everybody. Tamasha, thank you so much to everybody that checked in. Looking forward to having you back again tomorrow, God's will. All right. Stay safe, y'all.